Wow, oh man, here we go. Broadcasting live from beautiful North Hollywood, California. This is the Pigeon Paperbacks Update Show, generously brought to you by Tiswin Media Holdings. Introducing your host, Ben Greco.
Hello, welcome to the very first episode of our update show. This is a weekly show to give updates about what's going on in the world of our media empire. What's going on within our empire? I'd like to introduce. This is a good time for me to introduce our very first ever guest. This is Dom Lioto. He's the first guest on the show ever.
Thanks for having me on.
Yep, my pleasure.
It's a pleasure to be
And
here.
the reason we have Dom on is because this week's update is the release and the premiere of our film, Jeff Bezos Hunted Me for Sport, which Dom is in. So that's why Dom is here today.
There's Jack.
So Dom.
There's Joey.
Also, I want to also take a moment before we get too deep into it here to address the elephant in the room, which is this is a live show, but this is not airing live, this episode, because we're still sorting out the technicalities of doing the live stream. So that'll, in future shows, it will be live. But this show, not quite. Anyways.
It's a promise.
It's a promise, yes. So, Dom, tell us just a little bit about the movie.
Well, Jeff Bezos, I mean, you should be telling us about the movie, honestly, but Jeff Bezos Hunted Me for Sport is the story of two young vloggers who piss off the wrong billionaire and go on a globe-trotting adventure in pursuit of their lives and friendship.
Yeah, that's a great summary. And we did have the premiere. So if you can tell, we're not our usual chipper selves today. Well,
I'm just embarrassed.
Yeah, it's a little.
I'm just feeling embarrassed.
A little let down. A little let down. It's like you know that you don't have very many friends, but then you try to do an open invite to a premiere, and then you really realize
It's not until you beg multiple people to come over to your house for free beer and corn.
Yeah, I mean, we had big promises.
And then no one comes.
And
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I guess it's my own fault. Maybe I just worked myself up too much. I got too excited.
We weren't always like this. We used to live in New York, and back then, if we had a thing like this, we would have packed the house, no problem.
This was my second premiere. My first premiere was for Diamond in the Back, a wiffle ball documentary I made a few years ago, and we had a premiere for that. Me and my former partner, current friend Cole Parzik, we created that film together, and we had 30 people at that premiere.
That's crazy.
Outdoor projection surrounded by family and friends.
Wow.
Today we had a Friday.
How the mighty have fallen now.
Friday we had a captive audience of two, and a voluntary audience of 2.
Yes.
We don't count.
We don't count.
So we had four people watching with us
who live here.
They're dating us, so they kind of have to, or else they would come off really bad.
They were here anyway. They were in the house anyway.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 beautiful souls named Josh Gordon and John, who came over.
I don't know John's last name.
Yeah, I don't know his last name. But when we have the live stream deck, I'll be able to say, and here's John. And I'd cut to a picture of him. But we're still working on that.
And what sucks, too, is I had a couple people that I was hoping they would come.
We were hoping.
There's a couple like people on the edges of friendship that I would have loved to cemented the friendship.
We were excited
and had
to
them
use
over.
the premiere as an opportunity to take these people that we don't quite consider friends yet and socialize with them and have a memorable night together, and then maybe going forward we would have made like new friends.
Yeah, we
that,
could have done stuff with them.
That just unfortunately,
Hung out,
yeah,
gone
didn't
places.
happen. So I bought for the premiere 36 pack of this
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite. As you can see, some of it's in the fridge still. This was a week ago. This
There's
happened
probably
a week
30
ago.
beers between this box and the fridge.
Yeah, I think we maybe cleaned. We went through 6 to 10 beers. So I don't even.
That's pathetic.
I don't even. And our 2 audience members actually brought their own beer, anyways.
And they left it here,
And they
so
left it.
they've
So
given us.
We actually ended the night with pretty much the exact same amount of beers as we started the night at, and we ended the night with the exact same amount of friends that we started the night at. Actually, maybe less, fewer friends.
Well, no, I mean, I guess.
Well, I guess we
maybe
met,
we can't consider John.
We
a
never
friend
met
yet,
John. We never met.
but
John.
we met a new person because of this. So
We
that's
did. Okay. So in all, the premiere was a success. If you haven't watched, Jeff Bezos hunted me for sport.
I mean, there were just so many people that saw my story that live here that
And mine, too.
that I thought would have came or at least like asked about it. And I mean, a couple did, but I don't
Yeah.
know. There's just like you
Well,
know, in moments like these, you know who your true
You know
friends
who
are.
Yeah, you know how few
And
true
you,
friends.
you just know how cruel everyone is, and
LA is just a horrible city
how
where
horrible everyone is.
nobody
and,
in LA wants to get out and
like
meet
nobody
and-
just wants to meet like a couple of real guys,
Yeah.
like a couple of real people.
There's a lot of
that have
fake-
opinions and feelings.
There's a lot of fake
And-
guys out here, fake people,
and they're all
when-
the same.
When a couple of real people show up and say, "Hey,"
Like they live in their fucking LA bubble, and they're not open to
I guess
anything.
it's our
They're
New York.
They're closed
Also,
off.
the 2 people that came were from New York too, and went to our college. So
we didn't even know
didn't
them
even
from
know
L-
them.
him from LA.
So
we
I
know him
think-
before, so he's not even an LA friend.
no, doesn't even count. We've been out here for a year and a half, and it's really pathetic. Actually, it's really sad. We don't know anyone, and nobody watched our movie, anyways. So yeah, that's our update. Anything else? Did we have anything else to cover?
No.
All right, I think that's it for week 1, episode 1 of the Pigeon Paperbacks update show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you next week, hopefully with some better news. Hopefully things are going a little nicer for us then.